I hope you guys are feeling good today. Feeling better than I was just feeling. I was gonna start off this video like I'm honestly not feeling so good right now because I'm not here to lie. I'm not here to put on a face for anyone. I'm not here to force positivity. Like when I'm smiling, when I'm laughing, if I'm happy, am I excited? I try to really generate the real emotion out of me and put it out there. But honestly, what I was gonna say though, now it's almost like it's irrelevant because now that I'm here, it's so weird. I don't feel depressed anymore. Like Infinite Waters talk about this, people talk about that, they just get out in nature. And it's like then all their troubles and worries go away. And I was kind of really just stressed out. I mean, the right word for it is depressed. I know a lot of people are afraid of that word depression because they don't want to think that they're depressed, but it's not even really about life issues. It's about, honestly, food lying to me. Honestly, I had a bunch of food yesterday that I know I shouldn't have eaten. I was with some family. Part of it is I ate it for them, you know, because they're there, they're buying, they're cooking all this food. So it's like, I did it for them in a sense because I didn't want them to feel bad. Like I didn't want to eat their food, especially after they put so much time and work into it. The food wasn't even that good. Like it was like great food though in a sense. Like it was like barbecued hot dogs and hamburgers, and they brought like chocolate cheesecake, and then they got Pizza Hut. It's like I don't know how you guys feel about all those foods, but when there's Pizza Hut, I don't want to sit there and eat the whole box. But I've been the last couple of days, I haven't been really eating like food like that. I've really cut out a lot of the crap, really hardcore. And then when I had it today, I had that like feeling, that like realization that I had when I used to do this, where it's like it doesn't even taste good anymore. And it's like it's a real reminder that it's the chemicals in there that are tricking you. And when you eat it a lot and those chemicals in your body, then your body craves it, and it's that craving that tells you it's really good. But when it's not in your system, when you actually have that comparison, that difference, like there's people who come from other countries and then they come here and eat our food and they can't eat it. They can't stand it. It just doesn't seem right. So it's like when you actually have that comparison and difference, and then I go eat the Pizza Hut pizza, and it's like, it was so cheesy. I wanted to enjoy it so much, but I realized it didn't even have as much flavor. It wasn't as good as I thought it was. I feel like the hot dogs were pretty decent. They were pretty good. But what I really wanted to get into too is that I honestly felt depressed after eating all this food. Like you guys probably don't want to hear that. You guys don't want to hear about depression. I know you guys just want to see people be happy and positive, but you know, I gotta be real, I gotta be honest. I want to tell people the truth. I want to tell people things how it is. I ate all this food. I was severely depressed this morning. Now there's reasons behind it. Like I was late for work by like an hour. Alright, so it's like I'm coming in late. Everybody's wondering where I am, why I'm late. You know, I'm making up excuses in my mind. I don't like to lie. I feel uncomfortable when I lie. I don't like to do it. I really like to just tell the truth. Like, you know, like if I wanted to fake a lie, I suppose I could do it without a problem, but it doesn't feel right, and I don't like to do that. I want to tell everybody things how it is. And it's like I'm telling you right now how it is. Bad food is a lot worse for you than you think it is. People are dying because of this stuff. Like I want to say that not only they're dying faster. I heard from Ty Lopez, he actually said he found out, you know, he read books and stuff. He said that the guy who owns McDonald's, that started McDonald's, his kids died of diabetes before he even died. Like, could you imagine that? Your kids dying, looking at this bridge over here, of diabetes before you died because they ate the food that you put out in the world. That's really coming full circle with that whole like concept there. I thought it's a good point to bring up for this video. But I want to tell you, this food is lying to you. There's a chemical in a lot of our foods called MSG. You might have heard of it. God, I saw it one time in a supermarket where they had like you can just buy MSG like as a seasoning to pour and stuff. That's not seasoning, that's not flavoring. MSG is a chemical that messes with your brain chemistry to trick you into thinking that food tastes good. Like literally, it's not a flavoring. There is no flavor to it. It's not made to actually make the food taste better. It's not like adding a bunch of sugar and salt to your food and seasoning that you know, you want to enhance the flavor. It's literally a chemical to trick your mind into thinking that the food tastes good. That's literally all it does. It tricks you. I'm going to say that again. It literally tricks you into thinking that the food tastes good. Now, I don't know how much MSG is in Pizza Hut, but I can assure you, when I didn't have the chemicals in my body, because I was cleaning myself out, and I was just like, I got to do this. I got to be me. I got to be the best me I can be. And I don't want to die early. I want to be healthy. I want to be happy. I want to be fit. You know, I don't want to be, you know, have successful, have money, you know, have everything I want, and then I can't enjoy it because I'm just overweight and depressed and sick and sad anyway, because I just feel bad because my body chemistry is off. And God, I just want to make a point of this, that food is lying to you. Like, it's really lying to you. I want to make this point out there because, I mean, besides, forget being overweight, forget how you look, forget what people think about you. This isn't what this is about. This is about the fact that you're gonna die sooner, alright? You're gonna die sooner. It's a really serious concept. You're gonna die sooner if you keep eating the way you do. Now, unless you actually are eating a really healthy diet, then I don't know. I got other videos, but other advice you should check out. I don't know if this is the video for you if you're already eating as good as you should. But most of us aren't eating as good as we should, and we know it. Most of us don't even know what's good for us. God, I felt bad for my coworker. I ain't calling nobody's names out. I ain't making fun of nobody. I'm not putting people down. I'm just, as the observer, I'm just going to express what I observed. He went for his lunch break to get a grilled cheese. Now, he's kind of overweight, and he's like, oh, I'm just going to go get a sandwich. Like, that's not going to be that bad for me. And I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, I'm so cringy. He's like, he'll look at me and is like, if I say I'm worried about my weight, people would be like, why are you worried about your weight? You thin. Well, it's like, I want to stay that way. I don't want to get fatter as I get older. I want to get more fit. I want to be happier and healthier. And he's like, he went to go get a grilled cheese, and I got so cringy. I was like, ooh. That's how he's amazing. It probably was a good grilled cheese, but in my mind, I'm just like, I can't go do that. It's like, I'm so cringy about that. That's like me. I'm going to get a pizza. He's like, oh, it's not going to be, not calling anyone names, not to make fun of him. He doesn't know any better. He's just going off of what he heard. And that's why I'm here to make these videos, to express to people that the food you're eating is so much more worse than you really think it is. He didn't know any better. He's just like, oh, I'm going to just go get a sandwich. It's not that so bad for me. But it's like, if you really count, it's not about calories, you know? Calories is a thing, all right? Calories is a thing. But if you have an apple that's 200 calories and you have some, like, I don't know, snack bar that's low fat, low chemicals. No, there's never low chemicals. That one's not right. They're always high in chemicals, but low calories. You can have some kind of weird snack that's like, it has 0 calories, but because it has those chemicals in it, because it has things other, like there's salt, sugar. I mean, I'm sure those things have calories in it, but if you had some like weird chemically produced bar, chemically produced food that's telling you it contains nothing except for the chemicals that you know is there, it could have 0 calories, it could have all zeros, but then you got that list of chemicals. Your body can't process those chemicals. Your body doesn't know what it is. It doesn't know how to deal with them. Those chemicals, that bar is going to go into your body and it's going to sit there. It's not going to go anywhere. You can eat an apple. It could have 1,000 calories. Your body's going to process that 1,000 calories really, really fast, while that 0 calorie chemical bar, your body's just not going to process it. It doesn't know what it is. It doesn't know how to process this. Now, I'm not making this video right now to put anyone down, to make fun of anyone. I'm not for fat shaming or anything like that. This has nothing to do with how you even look. This is all about how you feel and living a better life, living a happier life. Because I can tell you, the last few days, I felt really, really like just high energy, like so vibrant. Like, you gotta understand that us humans, we're made out of energy. We are fields of energy. There's just energy flowing throughout our body, and when you eat these bad foods, you're restricting the flow of energy. That's depression. Depression isn't like, oh, I'm sad. No, depression is your energy feels like it's trapped and you don't feel like you can fully express yourself for all that you are. And it's like, I ate all this bad food, and I mean, I enjoyed it while I was eating it in the sense, but it was not worth it. Like, it felt really, really good. Like the first 5, 10, maybe even 20 minutes of eating it. But then everything after that, everything I ate after that, every minute after that, I slowly and slowly just started feeling worse until I crashed today, where now I'm worried about all this anxiety about having to go to work. And it's like, usually I'm able to manage it, I'm able to deal with it. I'm just like, it's not that important, it's whatever, it's okay, I gotta be in the moment, I gotta enjoy my life. But even without the anxiety, I just felt so bad. I felt so down when I was at work. I was just like, I just really did not want to be there. It's like, I know that's not good. I can't be attracting this negative energy. Like, I'm trying to stay positive, stay happy about everything, not worry about things, you know, as hard as it is. Because I know it's not good for me to just carry around all this negative energy, because then you're attracting bad things to you. But I couldn't help it but to feel bad. I felt better when I got here, but at work I wanted to leave so badly. I didn't want to be there so badly. I felt miserable, and that's because of the food I ate. It's all because of the food I ate, and that's why I'm trying to express this to you. Again, this is not about how you look. This is about you just feeling better, you being a happier, more at peace person. Because if you let yourself, you just throw yourself away, you don't care. Maybe you don't know too, that's why I'm expressing this video, because maybe you don't understand what foods are bad for you. But basically anything that comes in a box, lots of times, anything that comes in a box or like a plastic bag, lots of times are really bad for you. Like if you're eating like fruits, vegetables, really, really clean meat, drinking water, I mean, it's hard to eat clean, alright? But you do the best you can, alright? That's the truth. Like, there's chemicals in fruits, okay? You're gonna, you know, if you're trying to eat some meat, there's probably gonna be some chemicals in that. You know, you can find chemicals in water these days, especially just because you get chemicals out of the plastic bottles. Like, these are understandable. We're not gonna be a perfect society. We're not gonna be perfect people. But there's no reason you can't be the best of yourself. There's no reason you can't be the best version of yourself. There's no reason you shouldn't strive for these things. Like, if you want whatever you want in life, forget, oh, I want to eat, fill in the blank, whatever it is your favorite food is. Alright, so you enjoy 5, 10, 20 minutes. How long are you going to eat that food? Are you eating it all day, enjoying it all day? Was it really worth it? Because now what I really realized, like, it's helped me, like, is a thought I've had for a long time, is like, I can eat this food and I could be happy for 5 minutes, because I eat pretty quickly too. So it's like, I'm happy for like 5 minutes, and it's a forced happiness. Honestly, while I'm eating it, I'm looking for the goodness in it. I'm looking to, like, and this sounds weird, but I'm looking to engage my taste bugs, or at least focus on it. Like, I'm so like heavily focused and engaged with the food. Like, I'm trying to even force myself to enjoy it. It's not like it's ever as good as you think it is. Nothing's ever as good as you think it is. It's always going to be, they say it's always going to be about 2 notches down. So it's like, not only am I'm not even getting, I never get what I want out of it, no matter what I eat. Try it. Pay attention to how food really tastes. See when you really, really crave something, when you want it really badly, how good was it really? How good was it really? Did you really enjoy it? Are you trying to make yourself enjoy it? Are you convincing yourself that it's so good? How logical of a process is it? How much thinking is going on? How much are you doing? Or is it really this amazing experience? And even if it is the greatest experience of your life for like 5 minutes, then I go, this is a thought that I've been having a lot. It's like, all right, I feel better for 5 minutes here. Then in another hour, I'll eat again and I feel better for 5 minutes. And then maybe in another hour, I'll eat again and I feel really good for 5 minutes. And those are really good 5 minutes. If I could eat pizza all day long without it being a problem, I would. I really would. I'd go to every single pizza place. I'll eat all the pizzas. I'll try every kind. I would non-stop eating pizza, drink a lot of chocolate milk. I would do these things. It's not like I'm telling you I don't want to do these things. I'm not telling you I'm above it. I'm not telling you I'm some godly person. I'm just telling you, here my stories, my human experiences, what I've truly found is helped me in a grander scale, in a grander scheme of things, and even in just living in the moment. See, right now, right here where I am, I'm not eating food. I'm not spending most of my day eating food. I'm just not. I'm standing here trying to make a video. You're wherever you are watching this video. Maybe you're eating, most likely you're not eating right now. So it's like, was that 5 minutes of enjoyment really worth the rest of your day being just that much worse because you had to eat the food? Like, really think about it. You gotta try to balance things. You gotta really, yeah, this is a lesson for another video, but where's the balance in things? Where's the balance in your life? Like, you gotta understand when you're not getting back everything you gave into it. Like I'm trying to really just make a point of here. I'm kind of repeating myself, but I'm trying to make a strong point of here, because it's just really a thought that I keep thinking about and I keep going over. Is like, I enjoy the food for like 5 minutes, but then the rest of my life feels worse. I go through my day, I'm down, my energy's low, I'm tired, I never want to be where I am, I don't want to do anything. Like, after I eat a lot of food, what do I want to do? I just want to go lay down and watch a movie. And there's a time and place to just lay down and watch a movie too. But is that really your whole life? You eat food, you lay down, you watch TV? Yeah, it sounds beautiful. It sounds beautiful. Why don't you look at people who actually do that and then tell me if you want to be with them? Have you seen people? God, I don't want to call people out. I'm not here to put anyone down. I'm not here to make fun of people. I'm just like, I feel bad for you. That's why I'm really saying this. I honestly feel bad for you because you don't know what you're doing to yourself. But I see people, they look like they're 50 years old. Like, they could be younger than that. They could be in their 40s, but obviously they look older because they're so unhealthy. And they're at the age, like, you can tell by their face, they should be walking perfectly fine. They should be standing perfectly fine. But they're going around in wheelchairs. When they get into the store, they use the little power wheelchairs. Like, they spend their life, they're so overweight, they're so obese, they probably have no real physical problems whatsoever. Like, everything, in a sense, works as it's supposed to, but they're so overweight they can't even walk around. Like, that's the ultimate version of it. That's the ultimate couch potato. It's not a happy life. Now I can't like say I've been that person so I can know exactly what they're going through. I cannot say that, but I can tell you I've been a fraction of that person. I've been a fraction of that person. I have been a person who spent years and years and years of my life sitting down playing Xbox all day, watching anime all day, then watching movies all day. I've had cycles where it's like, okay, I'm bored of playing Xbox, let's watch anime for the next month, and then now this month I'm bored of anime, let's go back to watching movies, and then it just repeats, and then I don't even pay attention to what I'm eating. I'm just eating whatever's there. I'm eating what feels good. I have times in my life where I ate pizza every single day, cereal every single day, played Xbox for all of my free time, or watched an anime, but mostly a lot of Xboxes. Like, I know what it's like. I spent my teenage life there. And that's a sad teenage life. Like, as a teenager, you want to be out, you want to be about, you want to be having fun, you want to be doing things. But a good way to really take this point to is like, don't you still want to be out? Don't you still want to have friends, go out and have fun and enjoy life when you're 50 years old? Or do you want to just think that when you're 30 your life is over, and then what, you just float around for the next 60 years of your life? Or sit around in a chair, have people take you everywhere, be on disability because you're so overweight that you can't even walk? Like, you're literally just so overweight that you can't walk. That's sad. That is depression. These people don't understand what they're going through. It's not their fault. When you're filled with that much chemical, that much blood circulation problems, your brain's not functioning properly. Your brain can't think properly. You don't know how to rationalize. It makes perfect sense. When you're lost in this paradigm, it makes so much sense, because the mind is always in survival mode, especially if you have the slightest bit, just the slightest bit of stress can trigger you into being a fight or flight mode. It can trigger you into being in survival mode, and then your mind is just like, we need to reserve energy and we need to take in as much energy, because the mind is used to being in a time where there is scarcity of food, where you're not going to find food to eat, where you have to hunt, where you have to look for food every single day of your life. And when you find food, you're going to eat as much of it as you can, because you might not eat for the next 3 days. You have all these bodily instinctual impulses that are there to keep you alive, because you really might not eat for the next 3 days, for the next week. It doesn't know when's the next time you're going to eat. But now the thing is, when you logically know that you can't eat food every single day, Your brain doesn't necessarily know that. There's 3 layers of your brain. The instinctual, the real impulses happen in the first 2. You can't logically dictate to the first 2 what to do. It's your reptilian brain. It's been there before your logical brain. It has a lot of impulse control over your body, and it will force you to do whatever it wants you to do. You're not truly in control when this is going on, and it is just assuming that you're in a state of danger, you need to survive, and it's just eat, and it won't turn off because you can't logically dictate to your reptilian brain. You can't logically dictate to a reptile. If you're watching a dog overeat food, he doesn't know what he's doing. Dogs will do this. They'll stay there eating. I have dogs that are really, really fat. My parents' dogs are so overweight. If you give them food, you give them chicken, it'll keep eating it until it throws up. It will literally, my dog, Bewa, from my parents' house, will literally keep eating food until she throws up. She doesn't think about it. There's no logic going on, and you can't sit there, be like, Bewa, you're overweight. You don't need to eat food. I think you've eaten enough. This food isn't good for you. You're throwing up. You can't tell her anything. That's like trying to tell your reptilian brain, I don't need this food right now. I'm okay. I'm not dying. I'm not going into a state where I need to worry about my survival. There's more food in the fridge. You cannot dictate. That's like trying to, as I say, that's like trying to tell a dog that you can't be eating this food. You have to take control. You have to have willpower, and you have to build it like it's a muscle. The reason I'm able to stand here and make these videos just like this, and I'm here standing here making it, is because I forced myself to do it. I forced myself until it became a habit. And then that transferred into other things in my life. I was able to take the power that I used in making these videos, and it's like I'm just doing it now without thinking about it. I have a stronger will now. I have more willpower, and it's like I could take that now, I could translate it into my diet. I was able to take this and translate it to my diet. Is now I just eat better. Now I just don't eat the junk food. It's just like I'm just doing it. I'm thinking about it. So maybe an even easier way to think about it is build up your willpower in all aspects of your life. Build it up in different aspects of your life. Go work out. Force yourself, like, I'm going to exercise today. I'm going to exercise. Don't overwork yourself. You can overwork yourself out. You definitely want to be working out, lifting weights, I would say at least 4 times a week, doing at least some squats and push-ups at home on 4 separate days. And then on the other days, every day, try to get in a little cardio. That's going to keep you healthy. That's going to keep you alive and active and let you live a longer, happier life. I'm giving you that as an example. You can build willpower from anything, and it's just kind of forcing yourself to push through the struggles, push through things, push through obstacles. And then if it's too hard for you, do it somewhere else, and then translate it into, okay, now I'm just going to do this. I'm just going to diet better. You know why? Because think about the future you, what the future you is going to want. What is the future you're going to want? The future me is not going to want me to be at work on time. The future me is not going to care that I was late to work today. He's not going to care that I missed out on a sale. He's not going to even think about it. He's not going to remember it. I'm not going to remember that. The future me is not going to remember how much I enjoyed the pizza 20 years ago. That logical thinking mind could try to go back there, but I can't re-enjoy it. I can't re-experience it, but I can be there, standing in myself, standing in my life, and just experience how much happier and healthier I am. You experience it because you're just going to by default feel better. That's what I want for you. By default, I want you all to feel better in your lives. That's all. These are what all my videos about. If you like any of the ideas I shared here, check out all my videos, because I'm trying to help you change your mindset, reframe the way you look at the world, so by default you walk around feeling better in your life. Have a nice day.